Hi, my name is Linda. I'm 18 years old, and today I'm going to be discussing embracing authenticity in the age of social media. Before I begin, I'd like for you to remember this picture of myself. It'll become evident why later. So welcome again. Today we're diving into a topic that is woven into the fabric of our modern lives, social media. It's a tool we use to project ourselves, to communicate our existence to the world. In our journey, meaning life, how do we find joy within the journey? Not using social media at all, or devoting every aspect and part of our lives to it, is probably not the right answer. It may work for others, but for the majority, there's a golden mean, a balance between nothing and everything. Completely abstaining or being all in is not the right answer either. It's about genuine and thoughtful engagement. But how do we find this joy within our journey? Is the answer to focus on the smaller things in life, or to savor every moment? Well, my solution to savoring every moment was to document literally everything. Every cafe I'd go to with my friends, every holiday, and every party would lead to me taking at least 100 pictures. My phone always in my right hand, so I'd never miss a moment. Everything remotely funny, sad, surprising, collecting dust in endless albums and group chats, to the point where I had to install an app to clean up my camera roll. Coming back from my trip to the US with my dad and my brother, on the plane ride back home, I looked at my camera roll. 1,062 pictures of everything I had done in only 10 days. At first, I loved having these pictures and videos to be able to relive my experience, but having that constant backthought of having to take a picture and video of everything. Did it take away from my true experience? So I looked at what I posted on social media about the trip. First, Instagram, 4 posts and 8 stories. Then TikTok, 5 posts, over 300 pictures shared on WhatsApp, mostly to my mom. And don't even get me started on Snapchat. Was I seeking external validation on social media? Were these pictures for me or for others? And on the 10 hours that I was on that plane, I probably concluded with the fact that at least half the pictures were taken not with the intention of looking back at fond memories, but to post on social media. Now let's look at some statistics. According to the Pew Research Center, 69% of adults in the US have social media, and 74% of these adults use these sites at least once a day. However, according to the American Psychological Association, spending more than 3 hours on social media, those individuals are more likely to report back poor mental health. This shows the pervasive nature of social media and the negative impacts of its overuse. On the flip side, social media isn't all negative. Another Pew Research Center study shows that 81% of teens say that social media makes them feel more connected to their friends. And 68% of those teens says it helps them also connect with a more diverse group of people. This shows that social media can broaden our social horizons and foster social connections. When we ask ourselves, who are we often grapple with the fundamental question of why are we sharing what we do? Is it for external validation or genuine self-reflection? External validation or genuine self-reflection? There's a stigma, especially against platforms like Instagram, that what we share is merely for likes and follows. But let's flip this perspective. Where is this fine line between sharing for oneself and for others? And is sharing with the intentions of others seeing it that bad? Well, the main takeaway here is about thoughtfulness. What does it even mean to be sincere in our digital age? It's a universal challenge. We are all communicating who we are through our posts and stories. And while it might seem that our entire personality is reduced to an aesthetic, creating a personalized or true and authentic version of yourself isn't inherently negative. Crafting an aesthetic is not about crafting a false image. It's about doing things fully, your way. authentically, and genuinely. So go all in when sharing your life. I am not here to demonize the camera or the act of documentation. Matter of fact, I love doing it myself. It gives me a way to organize my life, to find the most beautiful and cherishing moments. My YouTube channel, for example, helps me find these beautiful moments and really explore what my life is really about. Effective documentation can be a beautiful thing, but authenticity is not a rigid system of do's and don'ts. It's about finding fulfillment in your experiences and sharing them in a way that resonates with you. So a little practical tip from me, what I like to call the 5-to-1 rule. For every 5 moments you live fully, snap a picture of one. Enjoy that sunset, that conversation, that interaction with a person. Then snap a picture when it truly feels right and not out of habit. This way you're ensuring that you're truly in the moment and not just capturing it. And if you do take that picture, ask yourself, is this for me to remember or for others to see? Either way, make it intentional. What does it even mean to have a full experience and share it? It means listening to yourself without regrets and doing truly what you want to do. It's ironic, perhaps, that in our quest for this perfect post, we sometimes lose sight of the experience itself. So here is my warning to you. Do not lose yourself into social media. Use it as a tool to express yourself. Now, do you remember this picture of me earlier? It was taken on a rooftop in New York that cost me $40 to visit, and it came with about 100 other pictures. I was like an iPhone mom up there, hoarding this glass, trying to take this picture, and finding the perfect post, finding this quest for this perfect post. Hadn't I been so busy taking this picture, would I have been able to hear the bustling sounds of New York better? Seeing the thousands of flickering lights more clear? Been able to see literally the millions of people walking under my feet? Hadn't I been capturing the moment with my lens instead of my eyes, would I have been able to remember the moment better in the most random places and times, not only when I scroll through my gallery? Our internal doubts and pressures can actually help us create a path that is just right for us. By connecting our internal self with who we are in social media, this can help us find a more authentic and genuine version of ourselves. So as we navigate this complicated web of social media, let's do that. Let's find a genuine part of ourselves and experience the experience itself, and not just through our lens, but with our eyes. Thank you.